Hello, welcome to Thursday, guys and girls. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's been nice weather out, nice cool weather down here where I'm at. So, got more work done on airplanes and stuff. You follow me on Facebook, Instagram, on Linthicum Arts. You'll see some of my other work that I do aside from drawing and artwork. I do work on aircraft, for those who don't know. Been working on some wiring harnesses for some avionics, some instruments, electronics and stuff that go into the aircraft. So, Tuesday recap, we did the yoga theme on the Spooktober art challenges, and we ended up coming up with a couple of sketches and just some regular poses of yoga, and then we came up with a neat one with actually using the Grim Reaper for it, and we got some base colors for them last time on there. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take them in and see if we can add a little bit more to it, see if maybe put a little background to it. And I actually, after I was off of that, I went over to another Twitch feed called Anthony Wheeler Art, and he actually had a challenge on there for doing a forest witch for an art challenge for, I think he said it was, his challenge will be due for Monday. So we got some time. We might decide to swip over to that, and I might actually do some work on that a little bit, and maybe we'll add some stuff onto there. So anyway, hope your days have gone good. If you guys pop on like anybody knows, come in, say hi. Tell me how your day went, what you've been up to. Share a little bit. Go ahead and get started. Got the glove on. Okay, so here's the Spooktober. Like as you can see, we did number 28 with the yoga. We've already done the graveyard, roller skate, crowded broom, you know, for on our list of things to hit. So we'll go through those over later on down the road here. But let's go ahead and flip on over to our Reaper guy. And I changed the background on him yet again and stuff, trying to come up with a decent background that we can play with later on, but still have some good coloring to show for it. So we got that. Oh, and of course I'll show you the here's the Forest Witch sketch that I was working on for the art challenge, for the Anthony Wheeler Art Challenge. So we might play with that a little bit later. But let's see if we can come back here and we'll do a little bit of a... We wanted to come up with a print maybe for his pajama pants for this Reaper. So we just threw some base color down. I need to actually go and grab paint bucket and hit that out there too, so that way that guy's in. Okay, so let's add a new layer, and now what we can do is we can go off the base layer, use the wand, and we can grab whatever we want here. Like say we'll grab the blue, and we'll do the lasso tool there, grab some of the artifacts. And let's go up here and let's see if we can hit the color for that. Let's do a color there, and maybe we can maybe we'll do some shading on them also. Let's see here. Let's give them a little bit of a deeper blue color. Maybe bring the value in just a little bit to give a little bit of shading to it. Where was I at? Oh, I'm using my G. I was using my G pen on a real large scale. So let's go to a 10 or a 12 for this. We'll go back to a 10. So, but no, I've been doing well today, or I've actually lately. Yesterday, I was working on some actual hand drawing stuff, and I thought about maybe doing that today, but I said we were going to do some more work on this guy, so here we are doing that. Maybe what we'll do on this is we'll let's actually see. Maybe we'll go over to the sketch pad, it's a sketch brush, and let's see if we can come up with a print for on here. Let's see, what should we have on his little thing? So maybe it is Halloween, so maybe we'll do like little. Maybe we'll do some maybe some of the pumpkin guys like I have on it. No, that's kind of cliche. Maybe we'll do like maybe a coffee design or something to that effect. Let's see. I don't know. Let's just stick with what we were going to do. Let's work on some shading. We'll do that. Stick on some shading. We'll just hit it out. So let's see here. We got. Runs that way. But no, like I was saying on over Wednesday and Thursday, just this morning and stuff. Aside from the Arizona State University projects that I've been working on for my my degree program for graphic design, I was working on some letter form stuff. But I was doing some hand drawing stuff in my sketchbook, working out some pieces that I'm probably going to do. I already scanned one of them that I'll probably do some digital work in here on. And I could probably show it in a moment. I'll show you a work in progress on it. So, turn off my notifications again. They keep popping up right about this time. Let's see here. Give him a little, working a little bit of extra depth and shade in here on this guy. See if we can just throw some darker colors in here, some shade, some shadows. So, and I've been, as you guys, some of you guys know, I've been toying with the idea of adding yet another time for live stream. I might do a little bit earlier, maybe catch a little bit of a different audience. or age group for audience, or sometimes people have stuff done on Tuesdays and Thursdays going on, so maybe we'll see about adding one on Wednesday, maybe Monday even. Let's see here. And see how that goes. Maybe we'll grab get some extra people that'll come in, want to chat, hang out, we'll have some fun. So all this is all about enjoying ourselves. See what we can come up with. Brian, howdy. How you doing, brother? Hope your Thursdays are going well. I've been enjoying this cool weather. I've been enjoying this cool weather. Let's see here. So, run this guy down maybe. Let's run this one to curl in. And let's see here, maybe we'll see if we can work some. Oh, I'm pretty good. Not really. I don't like the cold weather. My girl loves it though. It perks him up outside. Oh, yeah, my doggo Lily, she absolutely loves it anytime the door's open when it's nice and cool in the morning. I actually love the cool weather. Since I lost all this weight though, it's been a little bit. I have to dress up a little bit more, you know. But, you know, hey, you lose 80 pounds. That's what's going to happen. You get a little bit more susceptible to the temp. So I lost about a third of my body weight. So bound to get a little bit adjustment to temperature. But I still enjoy the cool weather. It's still nice and refreshing. I actually get to wear clothes now. That's the one thing I like about it the most. So... Been doing good on all your work sites and stuff, brother. That's true. It's probably why I freeze to death because I'm underweight. Shares. My wife's the same way. She gets cold real easily too. Some people just can do it. Some people just don't like it. See, it's okay. Not the end of the world. Let's see if we can do a little bit of cleanup on that. Try and see if we can picture some of these shades and shadows and stuff running through here. I'm going to probably have to get, if I get this picture done, I think I'll get it done soon, quick enough, and I'll go over and talk to my friend Donna, who owns the Mr. Submarine shop and also the yoga place. Maybe she'll get a kick out of this art challenge piece. We'll have to probably, maybe I'll be able to do something with her for next year or something like that. Maybe we'll do like a Halloween yoga thing. Well, last week I did 4 hours better than last year at the same time, but this week I'm way behind. I remember she said she hates the cold too. I don't blame her. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's already got the electric blankets out and everything. She's ready to rock it out with it. So, and last night was, well, it got definitely chilly enough, so I didn't mind having the heavier blanket on the bed. So, still wasn't to where I was wearing long pants and stuff, though. Still haven't gotten to that level yet. So you're way behind, huh? We still got to get together. Let's see, maybe next weekend we'll get together and we'll try and work on some collab stuff and see if we can get some other stuff done up to help you out, help me out, and we'll get some nice pieces done. I think that might be good because I don't think I got too much going on next weekend. So if you're free Saturday or Sunday, maybe we'll do that and we'll work on some project stuff there. Let's add on a little bit to this because I see a spot that I missed here. A spot down here we want to darken out. Go back over. So let's see, maybe let's Let's see here. Oh. Let's see, so hit that, and maybe we'll bring that shadow down a little bit more. Let's see. I'm trying to work on actually getting a stream key for TikTok as well, to where eventually we'll be able to stream. I'll be streaming on TikTok, and I think I got to see what I got to do in order to see if I can live stream on Instagram as well. That might actually be pretty good too. So try and hit as many people as we can, get everybody set up. Well, I've been in a sweatshirt and jeans. Unfortunately, weekend is when I work the most on that, and their work week begins on Saturday, so I start working in for a couple of weeks. Once they tend to have the most work, then sometimes not during the week. That in the case, extra hours. So I'm usually available Monday through Thursday. Okay. Well, maybe we'll hit something. Maybe we'll do something Monday or Wednesday. That can always work out. No big deal with that. Let's see if that looks okay. It kind of looks a little goofy. I don't like that. That looks like it sticks out too much. Let's try a little bit thinner down. Let's clean some of that out. Maybe we'll get a little bit that way. Let's see. Don't look too bad. Okay, so I want to probably get a little shadow off of his robe there. Run that down. That look too crazy. And let's see here. Maybe we can run this guy up. And we'll do. Let's see here. Like that. Little shadows for his bones on his foot. There we go. Oops, I said Monday afternoon. Yeah, let me know. I should be available those days next week. 7th of November is my next doctor's appointment. Pulmonologist. Doctor thinks maybe something other than GERD. Man. Well, like I said, hopefully we'll find something going on. Those doctors, I had to figure my stuff out on my own. Some doctors just don't have it. Don't know how to check things, or they're so specialized, or I don't know what the deal is, but they're not like the way they used to be. So let's see here. I hope they find out whatever's happening, brother, and you'll be doing okay. There we go. Let's see. So we got a little curve up here. Like that. That should cover the back of it here. Let's see if we can clear that out. And let's see. Kind of give them a little bit of a comic, like a old style comic where they had a lot of the ink line layers and stuff like that. So So you got that fold that runs down, so... And we'll probably thin that guy out. That guy's... Yeah, let's try that again. There we are. I agree. It's why I've stayed away from doctors. It's too dang frustrating, a waste of money quite often. Thanks, helps it too. He's looking great. Oh, thanks you. Well, yeah. Yeah, I spent thousands of dollars on the doctors, and they still couldn't come to a solution other than, here, take these pills, and or might have to cut stuff out. And I was like, so I found my own way and get myself bounce back. So that's the good thing. Down the road, I might have to have surgery on the neck. Gets to be too crazy, but other than that, figure out how to work around it, make it happen. Use what God gave me. Let's see, so we want to... Let's see, those guys are going to be more... like that. I think that's okay that way. Alright, let's see here. Any games going on tonight, Bri? Or I think it's pretty much done. It's all basketball now, isn't it? Surgery would suck, I agree. Do a lot of research online to try to find out what's going on. Personally, I'll just wing it myself, too. Believe it or not, most of my problems were all with my posture, my positioning, and nerves. As soon as I did that, a lot of my stuff went away. Because they tried to say that I had GERD too and whatnot. But yet, all the tests, they couldn't find anything. One playoff baseball game, but the Tigers are done. Basketball season started. Magic lost by 4 yesterday to the Pistons. Oof. Play again tomorrow. Well, darn. Magic not making it, huh? Well, maybe. Is that the first game for the season? The Magic one? There we go. Let's see. My posture, I'm sure, isn't the best, so it could be part of it. Yes, that was just their first game they play Atlanta tomorrow. All right, well, hey, who knows? Maybe that was their, their flub game. Get everything else rocking out. Yeah, no, my posture, man. Soon as I started hitting it the right direction and going about it the right way, and that's really what brought a lot of the progress and a lot of the gains back and a lot of the help. So I'm a firm believer in that. And of course, food is amazing. Food is amazing medicine. So not to get on my soapbox, but food is your medicine is your food. So there we go. If you decide you want to have a little bit of help with that too, with your posture, Brian, give me a holler, man. We can come up with something. It's not too tough of stuff either. It's just some simple little things. So I can show you some of the stuff that my chiropractor actually showed me also that works great for certain things. And it got some nice little devices and whatnot that worked out. So, all right. Let's see here. Let's change up. Let's go up to the let's hit some of the bone structures. Well, you know what? I bet you. Yep, I still got to do the teeth. Let's actually get that teeth jammed out. Let's see here. Let's just get a light color here. Maybe we'll just... No, don't like that. Maybe we'll... I hope so. Well, that's awesome. Probably why the one doctor said maybe physical therapy. That's $30 each time I go, so that'd get very expensive. Thanks. Yeah, they'd be great for ideas to help. Yeah, I know. I did the physical therapy stuff too, and unfortunately, our physical therapists around here, they don't really have all the good... They're not that well informed. Or they can only do so much things that you'd expect they could do more on it, but they don't. So, get these teeth done up a little bit here, and then we'll work our way through. Oh, that's not what I want. As far as food, I drink water, no flavor, no more ice cream, pasta, ketchup, oranges, etc. Yeah, I kind of pulled certain things myself, and then I started to introduce some things, and of course I changed up as I went. There we go. Now we got a little bit of... we got some teeth. Let's see here. But the biggest thing is once I fixed my posture, a lot of those things... Let's see, I looked it up, and there's one here that my insurance accepts over by the bowling alley. Yeah, I've been to them too. I've been to them for when I had a workman's comp issue back when I was a law enforcement officer. They do great for physical stuff, but when it comes down to getting your posture and stuff, they're not really physiotherapists or kinesiology, where they do kinesiology where they actually work on your entire posture and movement too. Unfortunately. Those are a totally different thing, and that's really where you'll get the most amount of help from. So, let's see here. Oh, got some crazy artifacting up here. But there are some good people that are around. Yeah, they do great for physical stuff, but like I said, there's some posture things that you can do yourself, and you can actually follow along with that, and that works out great. Because you know your body better than anybody else. That's the simple thing to it. There we go. So, and like I said, I can show you some simple things. I just helped out one of my buddies, Scotty. Actually, he was asking some things on that because he's concerned about his gut health, and a lot of stuff. Gut health, a lot of it is with your posture, because if you don't have the nerves sending correct signals, that can happen. Your nerves can actually. That's where some people start to get allergies or get certain issues to things, not just like an allergy, but because the nerve doesn't send the correct signals to your organs to make them to digest properly or to function correctly or optimum. And that happens. But I went from stuff that I couldn't eat to back to being able to eat them again as soon as I got it corrected. Right on that, I appreciate that. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'll show you that. No big deal. I can only show you what I experienced and what's worked for me. And then you can try it out for yourself to see what works for you based on what you know. You know. Let's see here. Maybe we'll give this guy a... That looks like a nice color for a shading for the bone. So let's invert this real quick. That way I can get rid of... way I can actually fill this guy in a little bit here. There we go. Let's invert it back. Go back up to there. Get rid of that artifact that we had. Yeah, I wonder because sometimes those tablets feel like they get stuck and other times they don't. My throat was fine though when they did that surgery, so I imagine it's bad posture at times. Otherwise I don't know what it is. A lot of times it is. And it's a simple thing because that's what I have every now and then with mine, with my neck. If I'm not doing... If I push it out of the wrong direction or the wrong way, if I don't maintain a decent posture and I start to let it go, I can tell because I can start to feel pressure sometimes on my throat. And that's just because of the way it presses on the spinal cord area for me, through the nerves. Or it presses on the nerve and it causes the muscles to tighten around there, because when you press on the nerves, it can cause a tensing reaction, which actually can produce anxiety and whatnot too. And that's what I was having a bad bout with. But like I said, as you start doing it the correct way and it starts to ease up, it can heal. So, yep. That's what I found out from my own trial and error that I worked out myself. And I found out what works, what does what. What do I got up here? No, I don't need to buy eBay. You want to buy this stuff? Come on, man. do a couple of searches on eBay and that's it. They want to get you for all of it. We found this that you might be interested in too. I was just checking that out, man. It's mainly because another place I was seeing if the price was good on this other site. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of places do that. Yeah, I know. You sure you're not interested in that still? Maybe, maybe not. I just seen something. We need to probably... What is going on with that? What am I on? Maybe. Ah, that's better. Had a little bit of weird artifact on the vector art. There we go. Now we're back. Go back to the hard. See if we can get some more implied strokes in here, so you can see more of the skeleton. Books and Williams, one that does that TPD sends out personal hills based on what they think you'd like. Yeah, I get those. I get Books a Million stuff every now and then. My weakness is the thrift books or Abe books, because before I go and buy new, I always go to see if somebody else had already picked it up, and if they don't want it no more, it's always good to give them a new home, a little bit of new life. So let's see here. We got that guy. Let's run this bone structure up. And actually what I'll do is we'll take this guy out, because we'll overlay him on top of all the other shadowing, so that way we'll get this neat double effect on it. So we'll work that in a moment. Mm-hmm. What's real interesting is that's a good pineapple. I had a used bookstore, but they were going that day, so I picked up, Mr. Risk. So I picked up quite a few used books for $1 each, beats the full price. They were in good condition too. Yeah, I love doing that, and also the estate sales. Sometimes you can see at estate sales you can pick them up nice and cheap. Actually, even cheaper than $1 if you buy them in bulk. Or if there's a group of them that you like, they'll give you a group of price if you buy a couple of them at once. So my daughter likes doing that too. She likes doing estate sales. Always find some neat goodies there. Oh, let's go back and let's shrink this down maybe to an 8 now. So we're kind of hitting some. Let's see. We want to. And the base. Let's give them a little bit better of a curve. There we are. Let's see. Let's see. This is why I didn't do so many. It's funny because I'm so close up right now, it almost feels like pixel art from like the old video game systems. There we go. Now we're starting to get a little bit. Oh yeah, Stelton Revers used to buy a ton of children's books for my class, and right now I'm still trying to sell them at yard sales. Love those teeth on them. Yep, like I said, you do a little bit of highlighting on it, you get some nice implied lines and whatnot. You bring this up a little bit to where it follows a not better curve. There we go. We'll run this guy down here and then up. We'll run him like so. Let's hit. Like that. Let's see. It kind of feels like I'm working on with Skeletor up close. I feel like I'm doing some He-Man fan art now. Old school He-Man, not the new one that is all weird. Let's see. So with these, the shadowing is going to be a little bit different because we're going to have a little bit of light around the top area. Let's see if we can. We can get a little bit of here and there. See what this looks like. This might not look good at all. It's kind of, we might play with that a little bit more. Bring these down to a 6. Give it maybe a little smaller. Bring them up a little bit. That's looking a little bit. And let's see here. Let's get an idea, better idea of that chin. Maybe we'll hit it that way. And we'll build up some and take some out. Let's see here. Build it up, bring it down. And it kind of has a little... There we go. Maybe we'll bring that peak in a little bit. Let me grab my reference boy. Kind of has a little bit of a jet that kind of comes out and then it rolls back in. So maybe we'll give like so. Build that up a little bit higher. Something to that effect. And then let's clean up that edge. There we go. Getting some of them shade in there. You have your own skull. Yeah, I picked this guy up on Amazon. I think it was like $6 or $9. He's like basically a nice little 3D printed anatomy skull. Got a little whoop, pop his jaw back that way. You can put his jaw under down. He's got a little spring for it, so you can kind of see how the jaw locks in underneath. So actually not too bad. Yeah, there we go. Just like so. Got a little jaw. But I use all sorts of reference stuff when you need it. So yeah, he is pretty cool. Like I said, it was a great little simple thing especially for having a get a little light here. For a simple reference piece, it was a nice inexpensive one. And it looked like the big large anatomy model pieces, so I said why not? There we go. So where the light hits, this guy's going to have a little bit of light up here. Going to have power like that. And we'll probably have a little, that's sort of like a little tiny piece there. Little drop there. It's a little thick, so we need to see if we can bring that curvature back up. Just take away a little bit at a time until we get the right feel, where it feels like it's more solid. That's the goal. Just doing some little run it on over. Let's see here. I went to a kind of an upbeat one down to a quiet one. It might pick up. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to do. It's going to pick up. Let's see. shadowing down that way. Alright, get the bone structure for the collarbone there. His sternum will have a little shadow from that. This guy's going to be dark basically underneath. And it'll give him a little... Alright. Alright, it's looking a little bit better. Let's go ahead and hit in here. And let's rock that down. Let's give it a little, should we give it a blue? Yeah, let's give it a little bit of blue. That way we can darken it out that way. We'll give it a little bluish texture to there, so that way we can and we'll give run it over that way. Run it up. Give a little extra darkness there. Let's bring this guy out. Really bring it. Change. Whoops. Forgot to bring down the size again. There we go. That way. Oops, did I forget the nose? Yeah, I forgot the nose. There we go. Give a little bit of depth into that so when you look at it, it'll have a little bit darker piece to it, or tones. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Just seeing something I need to do also. There we go. Fill that in for there. That sometimes gets in the way. All right. I'll just keep seeing this every now and then. I need to clean some of that up. See if there's any other. Yeah, there's a couple of little artifact pieces I missed. That looks better. Hey, I didn't come back. There we go. Let's hit, oh, let's get all this put in. Actually, let me go back to this and we just do the editing layer. There we go, that's better. Knew something was off. I will go up to here. Alright, let's see here. This guy. Oh, missed that one. Go back on up here and see if we can, whoops. Come on now. Actually, the pen. There's you go. We'll get it working. Go back to the hard here, bring it down. Let's see here. Let's see if we can. We want to keep some of that. That looks better. Looks a lot better. Let's see, Yankees and Astros baseball tonight. I'm not listening to those. I don't care for either team. I may watch some of the World Series games there on Fox. Which I get is it's a local channel. Hey, all right. Well, hey, they do anything, looks great. Thanks, Brian. If anything interesting happens, let me know. You'll keep me up on you're the guy that'll keep me up on my sports stuff. Let's see here. We'll do knuckle. Let's see. I'm gonna hit this. Knuckle that way. Run it over that way. Absolutely. Someone else will have to keep you up on the footballs. That's not my cup of tea. Yeah, if Scotty gets in here and stuff. I think Scotty watches some of the, we'll do the football stuff. We'll have to keep everything up together on it. Let's see. Let's see. Bone. We'll do some takeaway on this off also once we get to just put some basic layers in for that. See what we got going on here. That's good. You're someone that likes it. I went to some games in high school. That's about it. Yeah. He's very particular. Also, he likes his Vikings and stuff. So. Let's see here. Let's try and cut it that way. It gives it a little bit of a, not so much of a curve, but more of a dimensionality to it. Let's see here. I don't have any of my references up right now of any of the bone structure, so just kind of, we're trying to remember the shape that I remember seeing with it. Just to get, kind of trick the eye into seeing that it, just like me and my tigers and magic. Yep. Exactly like that. Alright, let's see here. Now what we might do, we might actually flip this screen around, and I might actually work on some of my hand-drawn stuff. You might actually, I'm working on a piece that I'm going to do. It's eventually going to go in some of the picture frame things. So I was looking for something sort of Florida-like, so I'm actually working on a kind of like a scuba diving girl. So, and I was just doing just a couple different little pieces to draw and whatnot, so I haven't quite. Might do a couple that are like that. So let's see here. That's getting a little bit better on that. Yeah, it sounds cool. Yeah, we might actually do that. Hopefully it won't mess everything up, because when I got to flip this convertible back over and I'll throw my table on it. And I think I got my, yeah, my camera's turned on up there, so should be all right. I'm going to take a shower and take the trash, but back soon. All right, Brian, I'll see you in a few, brother. You got it. All right. Okay. Ooh. Yeah. All right. Got a little bit more done on that. Let's see here. Maybe we'll have just a tiny bit shown for this guy. We'll run this closer. Maybe that looks a little closer to it. There we go. We'll run that this way. Ooh. A little bit too much there. There we go. Very close. Very similar to each other. Alright. We might actually just pop it in. And then maybe we'll just do a little bit of erasing on that. Yeah, let's try that out. Let's bring that up to about 80. And do a little bit of an erase just like so. Maybe thinner. You don't need that thick of a line to it, just enough. There we go. Alright, we'll hit the save for that. You know what, maybe we'll work on the Forest Witch. Let's go ahead and we'll jump over to that. Alright. Come over here to 10. Let's go back to my sketch brush where we got 6 for that. Yeah, that'll work. So this is a piece I was doing with, I think that's the color I was using for it. Alright. We're kind of working in some of the details, more of the details on it with this Forest Witch. It was Anthony Wheeler kind of came up with the challenge for it on his Twitch site. So I kind of did a quick little basic sketch piece and then I'm going to add more detailing off of this. So, and of course I had to bring the little, he said you get bonus for props, so instead of just a little flower and do a cheap little prop, I decided to put a little Shop of Horrors thing there. Might actually do like some sort of cauldron piece over here on the side as well. Haven't quite decided yet. We might, who knows, might actually pop this up here. We'll maybe do a, bring the rough sketch back here and we'll, who knows, maybe we'll do, she's got that, maybe have to give her maybe a cauldron where she's actually working on some of the, bring a cauldron piece up like that. Do a little off-centered circle there. And of course we want it to be a bit wider at the top, so we'll have to run those across. Let's get this guy sketched in. Give that pot sort of a and of course we'll have to put something, have something floating around in there, something to that effect. So we kind of got some, we'll get a little bit closer on the ideas with that. Anyway, let's move back on over to here to her. I kind of gave her a funny little smirk, like she's kind of going, she's giving you that wink. So as you can see some of her teeth, she's like We got this. So, but you know what? Let me see here. I might actually go over to my hand-drawn stuff, which I think I might do. Let me see if I can do this without crashing the entire system. Turn this over for a moment. Can I flip it up? Flip it up. That doesn't work out. It's not too bad. Turn my mouse back on here. I think we actually got it okay. All right. So this is going to be interesting. We're getting a little bit of a tangled up mess, but hey, we're going to make it work. All right, let's see. Put some light up here. And we will go to close that, close that, close that. Let's quit that, and it should pop up to my screen. Perfect. And let me grab my little tabletop that I made, designed to go over my laptop. Just have to move my headphone jack up a little bit, right to there. This is a sketch I was working on for one of the Scuba Girl pieces, so let me hook him up there. We'll close off. See if we can. That might be too bright. That might be too dim. Is that giving a good light out for that? Yeah, not too bad. Let's see here. You'll actually see some of my other mess that's down there. You'll see where my mouse pad is and everything else. All right, do some analog drawing. Take off my this glove to put on this glove so that way I keep the graphite and stuff from smearing. The other one's actually has an extra pad on it. So let me put some we'll swap out, put some of the other tools and stuff up here. We'll need an eraser. All right. Yes, let's sync some of the data. And yeah, it's not bad. And look at my folder. Got to get some references. Okay. See if I can get that light to where it's not so. That looks like you might be able to see it a little bit better. I'm just trying to get to where I have enough light on it, but not to where it's going to be too crazy on it. But I want to bring up all the overhead lights because, man, that'll make it absolutely bonkers. Let's see. Let's see if I can dim it down enough and then just drop him. Oh, come on. We're getting out of hand now. Let's see here. Getting just a little bit up here. Is it too much? Maybe I can move them out. Oh well. Let me just kick him back a little bit there. That way he's not so. That looks a little bit better. At least it's not so strong on one side. All right, so where was I at here? So no, I was just fleshing this one out, working it the way I wanted to see what I can do with it. Let's see here. Have her ear protruding through a tiny bit between the hair. So. And I might change that face. I just put a generic little smile on it and stuff, so we might go from somewhere else with that. All right, let's see here. Shrink that. Come on, click, drag, click, drag. There we go, it's better. All right. Move my microphone back over so you can hear me again. Let's maybe we can do something with the bathing suit top. Maybe we'll give it a little bit of texture to it. That, and it'll help actually give a little more defining the shape instead of it just being there. And of course, I'm just looking at I look at different references and stuff as I'm doing it. So I got like bathing suit references. I'm actually going to go to Pinterest and see if we can find a scuba tank. I'm going to put a scuba tank on her. So I need to get a couple references of a scuba tank. Just don't want a regular one. Kind of make a see if they have a futuristic scuba tank. Let's see if they say a futuristic scuba tank. That's on the front. I had a neat one earlier. Let's see if we can come across. I had seen it when I was looking through some of the other references earlier. It's kind of cool. Something like that. Doesn't look too bad. Let's give that a shot. So we'll run it. It runs off of here. It's got her vest and stuff is what she has that holds the tank. So maybe we'll give it sort of a that actually doesn't look too bad. We'll do that. Let's see. Go back to home. All right. Let's see. Might actually put a set of goggles up here also. You know. Maybe we'll do that. Let's see here. So that'll be about and of course there's a little opening for the bridge area, so we'll have to do that. Let's see, maybe we'll lay on some of these. Get it built up that way. Gonna have to give her that nose cover piece. Run it down. Run it down up here. So we can make her hair look like it bulges out from behind that. Actually, doesn't look too bad. Let's clear up some of the hair that would be. That way we can get a better look of how those scuba goggles will look on her, on top of her head there. So, kind of head it this way and this way. Start to flesh them out now. We kind of got their stance and their position laid out. Like so. That actually is a good little add-on to it. I like them. Okay. I think that looks actually pretty darn good. So when they come down, they'll wrap around. That way it gives a nice and they do look a little large, but when you think of goggles, when they come on, they actually come on and they kind of pop out a little bit further than your head. Helps out because it curves around also, so we're kind of accenting the curve as well to it. Alright, let's see if we can. Maybe we'll get these out. We'll work on the eyes here. Now, you gotta understand she's kind of, her hair's a little bit wet, so it's not gonna be all like, she's not gonna have like these crazy like eyelashes and stuff as if they're like out on the town and stuff. So we're gonna make these look a little bit slicker. They'll still look feminine, but we're gonna make it look like that. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm trying to see on the camera. Not looking too bad. Especially not bad for just a quick setup. Oh yeah, it doesn't look too shoddy there, that eye. And let's see here, we kind of want to work on her hair a little bit. Kind of make it look couture. Like I said, it's got to look, I'm back, that's a good looking cow you're drawing. Yeah, I decided, you know what, I pulled out my old art table and we decided to flip up and turn off the computer part. Grab my, and do some analog drawing. Do some hand drawing stuff. Been doing some of the digital stuff for a while. Play with some hand drawing pieces. So figured I have some picture frames I picked up from a estate sale a while back. And I was looking at them, I said, I ought to do something with them. And I was like, oh, Florida and whatnot, beach, diving and all that stuff. I said, might as well do something with that. So I'll do a couple of diving pictures and stuff and stick them in there, some beach stuff. Sounds like a good plan. Yeah, I think so. So we'll get this cleaned up and we'll keep working on them and working on them. So, let's see here. trying to... This one's a little bit of a challenge because I'm trying to make the hair look not like styled, because she's going to be, you know, she's out at the beach or out in the water, so she's going to be kind of saturated. So let's see here. And now I even added those goggles on just a few minutes ago, so now I got to try and make those guys look like they're pushing the hair down a little bit. Use my kneaded erase and we'll clean up some of these. That looks a little bit better. Clean up some of that excess. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Okay, let's get her eyebrow done up. Alright, let's see, so we gotta have that, so we're... We're getting there. As much as I like the digital drawing, it is nice, quick. You can do a lot of neat stuff with that. Your erasing or your undo stuff is really, really simple. I still love the hand drawing stuff. I still love actually feeling the difference of the way the lead hits, or the graphite in this case, because this is a graphite pencil. That's the reason why this kneaded eraser works so well with it. So you can just kind of put your lines in nice and light and go from there. Let's see, got a little area there, be for the elbow. Got to show off, got to still show bone structure. Can't be just like a big blob. Maybe we'll put a stray hair sticking out like that. Let's try it again. Maybe we'll do it like sticking out from that mask. There you go. A little bit of asymmetry. Don't have to be. It's nice having some asymmetry to it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Humans are asymmetrical anyway. Nothing's perfectly the same on it from one side to the other. Let's see. I don't know if I like that yet. I'm going to work with that. That looks a little bit better. And like I said, we might actually change the mouth up on her also. Alrighty. Let's see. Kind of wish I would have started recording this when I first was sketching this in the morning, so that way I could at least do a time lapse of it. But let's see here. Give it a little curve that way. Give her a little, that little glint. Actually, let's clean that up a little bit. Let's bring, let's get some of that mess in there. It's starting to get a little. There we go. Let's. There we go. That's a little bit better of a clean. See, we put a little glint there. Alright, starting to get them eyes out looking nicely. And of course, some of these guys, we might actually just fade out some of these lines. Let's get rid of some of the other construction lines hidden back here. Run the clip up. Is that a tattoo on her leg? Actually, no, that's just a basic sketch of it because she's going to have one of those little diver's knife and stuff. So, a tattoo might actually be interesting. We might have to do that. Maybe we'll put a tattoo on maybe the bicep or something like that and have to do like some. That's actually a pretty good idea. Maybe we'll incorporate that in and give it a tattoo. Give her a tattoo as well. Good idea, Bri. But nope, that's actually a little bandolier piece to where it has like a knife, basically a knife holder and stuff for, you know, cutting net or get caught up in something. Go for it, yeah. This is the vest that going to hold her kind of futuristic scuba tank. Got the strap, the locks here are going to be, let's see, Try and do, got the other clip there, so we're going to have to put this clip here. That way you can see that it's just kind of loose hanging off. Can give it a little bit of a corrugated piece to it. Alright. I still got a little bit of a belt here that I haven't decided what I was going to do with that. I was thinking about maybe doing like the diver's belt that has the weights on it. You know, trying to make it match. So I thought about doing that and just giving her a I might actually still do that. I think I will. Let's go ahead and we'll get that. We'll start fleshing that out and putting that in here. Belt that has the metal weights on it. We'll just build that up. And let's see. Some little buckle for her weight belt. There we go. There we go. All right. Let's see. You can see the belt. There we go. Now we're getting there. Might have to ink this in soon. So, alright. What we're trying to do is I need to see that weight belt a little bit closer. And let's see what we need. Do the this be like a side tank for yeah, it's my wife behind me. Have to work out some details on this, kind of make it look like a futuristic or sci-fi looking scuba tank. There we go. scuba gear. Let's see what we can find. I'd like to find that one tank. That was a pretty interesting looking tank. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Found it. That actually looks pretty darn cool. So we got that, and then we're going to have, so we got the top half, then we'll have to do, that's what it was. It was a dual tank system, top filter, bottom tank. So maybe we'll do it this way. That'll actually give a nice, interesting little design to it also. So it's, so this guy we want to do, so let's get the basis of where the scuba tank's going to look like, and then we got to push this out because we've got to have the bottle. The bottle's going to be sideways instead of vertical, like the traditional or conventional one is. So we'll do it that way, and we'll run it like so. So that way, clean up this interior line stuff. Then we'll have to tank like that. And we'll have to have, this will be like, it looks like they have a backup reserve, and there's this one that shows like the meter on it. It's a pretty neat looking design though. So we'll want to probably give it a little, it's got its T up here. And I have to run this that way. And it's got the little dial adjustment knob here on the end. There we go. Thoughts checking up on your hello. Yeah. No, I think she just let the doggo out. The doggo was probably bothering her. Thought I put the sign on so that way she knew what I was working on. It's actually a pretty bright sign too. So there we go. Gotta give it a little, it'll be a little shine or gleam off of that. Alright, start working around here and start jumping around. Start catching details and running back and forth. I guess I should probably get that knife going on now. Let's do a, let's see if we can. Yeah, let's do that. That actually might actually look pretty cool. Let's Give it a little bit of a there we go. So now we all know that's a type of scuba tank now. Let's get that sharp point out of that area and we'll actually give a nice smooth curve. Alright, got that. Let's go. Let's see here. Let's see if we do let's lighten this back out and then we'll do some nice cleanup lines on it now that we got what we needed. There we go. So now we can take this. Looks pretty good. Let's see here, we'll run him up and over that way. Kind of makes you want to go out and go scuba diving. Looks like you're out there having such a good time. And let's see, we want to there we go. Run it up, right around. Actually, I don't think I like that right there. I think it looks better cleaned out like that. That one's okay on that side. There we are. Now we'll clean this area up on this side. Alright, and we'll have this little rubber piece here at the top. There we are. Now let's make her hair pull through. See. See if we can clear out this. There we go. All right, got her. She's pulling her hair back in there. And let's give some of the positional lines out of the way now. Give this There we go. Alright, so let's see if we can that way. Let's clean a lot of that junk up. Let's go up here. And let's see here. That looks alright. Doesn't make the hair look too soft to get it still that wet look to it. Okay, so now we got that. Let's definitely show these because there are skin, so we gotta do skin. There we are. There we are. Clean up some of them lines. Try to have some fun in the water. Yep, I'm gonna have to kind of come up with have to do a little background thing. Maybe I'll have to have her. Maybe I'll put her partly in the water here, and then kind of have it towards sort of as like a little scene in the back. Maybe put a boat on this corner, so you have sort of this area and this area. So it'll, as you follow down, you'll follow over to the boat on the corner here. That way it'll follow on. I'll probably scan this into the computer and start working on that for a different angle and whatnot. So. Just because this is in my sketch pad and I want to put this on a bigger area, so I'll scan it to where it'll be in a larger size. So let's lighten this lines up so I can put some nice cleaner lines in. Don't want it to be too bubbly. Just want it to have just enough. And it doesn't take much to throw it off. Not much at all. Yep, that should work. It's getting too thick. You don't want it to be that thick. Start to draw attention from it. Just got it to. Let's see, we'll bring that down a little bit. thickness down a little bit more. Let's see. Okay, so I got that. Got the little hip there. Ugh, getting a little offline there. Let's get rid of some of them construction lines, that way we don't get it too built up. It's always a little bit difficult drawing like this because I'm trying to make sure I don't turn the page and whatnot or get in the way of it when I'm drawing. So you can kind of see what I'm working on at the same time. But sometimes it just can't be helped. Alright, let's see if we can get rid of that generic thing and make a better looking sheath. So we want let's see. Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to add a second area for it so it straps also down here as well. Let's do that. That'll actually give it a little more depth to it also, and we can show that it actually, a hard surface of the soft skin will actually work to it. Work to our advantage. Well, got about 8 minutes left on my timer, it's saying. Let's see. Alright, that's going to start looking more and more like it. So let's got the generic shape we want, so let's lighten that out and clean up, redo a cleanup of that. Run it this way. instead of that, we'll have to give it a little snap there so that way it locks in. So let's give it like a button. Kind of a button. Buttons are good. Button. Who's got the button? Perfect. I was like it's a Willy Wonka chocolate factory reference there. Button. Who's got the button? Let's see. So. Alright. Give it a pistol grip look. That might look a little bit better. Make it look correct. Make it look accurate. Good references give you good accuracy. Alright, that's a little bit better. So I can actually give it little grippies on it. Start putting some detail to this sucker. Got to love all that candy Wonka makes. Yeah. Sugar, baby. Well, we've got a few minutes left. Grab my pencil. So I think what I'll do is we'll call it, because I think you got a show that you watch in a little bit anyway. So we will get this glove off. And as soon as it should transition over, there we go. And thank you guys for hanging out with me for this Thursday night. We did some digital drawing with some hand-drawn stuff. Had a good time. I loved it. So we'll see you guys next week, and I'll let you guys know if I decide to add on an extra live stream day. Maybe we'll do a different piece to it. Not tonight, but I'm going to watch something on Netflix before I go to bed and get McGraw's meds. Okay, brother. Well, you have yourself a good night, a good weekend, and we'll get together and stuff. And we'll do that collab thing. So as for everybody else, have a good night. Don't forget, let's create something together. Bye all.